And I'm back. As you guys can see here, if you guys are watching the video, you can tell that I'm back at the station. You know, back to how I actually started doing my videos, and I'll get into that in a minute. But yesterday, me and Eric watched the new Demon Slayer movie, and we have a lot of thoughts. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW
Super Dario World.
As I said, me and Eric, we went and saw the Demon Slayer movie. And, you know, usually Tuesdays are Otaku Tuesdays, so I guess this technically counts as Otaku Tuesday plus one. Because we saw the movie yesterday, and yesterday we gave our immediate thoughts. So as soon as we got out of the movie theater, we just sat in my car, and we just talked about the movie. So I'll show you that in a minute. It was recorded yesterday. Yesterday was also May the 4th. Today's Cinco de Mayo, so there's a bunch of stuff there that I guess I could mention really quickly. Honestly, not much is happening for May the 4th. The only thing that was relevant is the Bad Batch came out. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to make a review for it. We also, I watched Yasuke on Netflix, so there's a bunch of stuff that I'll be talking about throughout the week. I watched the season finale of Invincible, so you can look forward to that. It probably will mostly be a review week, but right now, Otaku Tuesday, check out the video, and let us know what you think about the movie.
Nani?
Otaku Tuesday.
Alright, so we just finished watching the new Demon Slayer movie.
What's
Eric's here with
that?
me. Yeah, we're in my car. That's why the lighting kind of sucks. But what can you do? You know? So first thoughts, immediately. Worth your money, yes or no? Quick gut reaction.
Well, $15 is quite a bit, but
it
is quite a bit.
Like, honestly, I miss going to the movie theaters. Not in the U.S. Not even a little bit.
But it is a fun cinematic experience.
Sure. Definitely. All right, so.
I would say, sure, why not? You probably haven't been to the movies in a while.
Yeah, but it's like, be ready, it's like 20 minutes of freaking previews. And I mean, at least 20 minutes. It's nuts.
And most of them have John Cena in them.
Yeah, John Cena's been a busy boy.
He's been busy during the pandemic time.
He doesn't know what a pandemic is, man. He just keeps working. Anyway, so yeah, I think definitely worth the money. I can see why it's the highest grossing anime film of all time. Like, I understand it and I respect it.
I'm actually very confused about it because this is not a movie you can just blindly walk into, I don't think.
Well, I think that a lot of people just watch the show. It's on Netflix, and so I can feel like a lot of people have gotten into the show and they just...
I guess, but for example, like a movie like Spirited Away. You don't need any context going into it. You can just watch it, and it's a beginning and an end, and that's that.
Oh, yeah. No, if I hadn't watched the show, I'd be very confused about who the sister is.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on?
Who are these dudes? Why does that dude have a boar head? It's crazy.
As a continuation of the story, it's really good.
Yes.
But as its own standalone thing, it'd be a little weird to show it to somebody who has never seen the show.
Yeah. But again,
the animation is just phenomenal, but it's ufotable, so that's to be expected.
Yes.
And ufotable with a movie budget.
Yes.
So that alone makes the cinematic experience worth it, in my opinion.
At first, I was a little confused. I was like, where the hell did all the budget go? And then they show you, and you're like, oh, shit, okay. Now it makes sense. Now it's justified. This is what you can do when you have a big-ass budget.
Yeah, so we don't want to go into spoiler territory or anything. I just straight up recommend watching the movie, especially if you enjoyed the show.
Yes, it's fun. It's a fun adventure. It's everything you love about the show, and then everything the show should be.
It's funny because this movie has like the same emotional trajectory of the show, which is it starts off okay. It starts, getting all right by the middle, and then it ends with a bang. So you're
like, okay.
You're like, the main event was awesome, so I left the movie theater feeling, man, I want more.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. There was a point where I was like, oh man, I'm not a big fan of this particular type of plot. I'm not a fan of this particular type of enemy. I'm not a fan. Like, I didn't hate it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm not a personal fan. Like, I'd rather enemies be a little bit, I'd rather be villains be a little bit different. And then
the setting of a train is not necessarily the most exciting,
especially for a sword fight. And then all of a sudden, things change, and in the best way possible. And that's what I just like I just said before. This is everything that show should be, and everything. I have a lot of issues with the show. If the show were just that, it'd be probably one of my favorite anime of all time. Because again, all that budget. It has all the right story beats, in my opinion. Like, it has the emotional side, it has the comedy side. It's hysterical. The movie's hysterical.
But what would you say, the mood? It doesn't feel like it's all over the place. It feels like it's played just right. Like, the comedy doesn't get in the way of the emotional parts and whatnot.
Well, it's I think it's a very dark story. Yeah. And so when you sprinkle a little bit of comedy, but not, it's not Marvel. It's not like it's taking away from the dark stuff. Because there were a lot of jokes in there that you probably would not have you wouldn't have gotten if you hadn't watched the show. Probably. Like, there's certain things. There were some moments that I was just laughing, and nobody else in the theater was laughing. But it's because I don't know if I was laughing at something that nobody else saw, or if I was imagining it as something else in my head. But it felt right, at least to me. Like what part? Well, that'll lead to a spoiler. Is it like a big spoiler? I don't think it's a big spoiler, but it's a spoiler. All right, let's try not to get into spoilers. Okay, yeah, we want to avoid spoilers because the movie does have a few surprises. It does. At one point I thought the movie was about to end. Yeah. And then it actually got to the best part. Yeah. It's like, I can't hold this thing. It's freaking... All right, I'll help you on this side. All right, okay. Yeah, there you go. Much easier. See? There you go. Teamwork. Yeah, he didn't get a tripod for this. A tripod does not fit in the car. Not with that attitude. Anyway. It looks okay. So, let's see. So, let's try to break it down a little bit. The story... Is it important to understand the show? You need to watch the movie to continue watching the show because sometimes there's standalone stories like Dragon Ball Z. None of the movies have to do with the show. Some of them do. Most of them don't. I'm going to go ahead and say 99% of them don't. This movie is a must-watch if you want to understand the show moving forward. Yeah, they're obviously going to do a season 2. Yes. And you can't skip this, I don't think. Exactly. No, it's a must-watch, which maybe that's the reason why it's been so successful, because it's a must-watch movie if you want to continue watching the show. And the show's highly successful. I guess it's just weird to me that a movie that requires you to have pre-existing knowledge was so successful. Why? I don't know. Like, it's just weird to me. Like, if there was like a TV show, and then they made a movie to link into the next season, I'm not sure that would be the highest grossing movie of all time. I get that, and I think you need to understand also that this is kind of a hard story to explain. Like, as I was watching the movie, I was like, I mean, how do you explain the little sister? Like, and the thing that I liked is that they were like, you know what? We're not. Yeah. The movie totally assumes you've seen the show. Yeah. Like, you know what? It's like, fuck you. Fuck you, newbies. Go watch the show, you nerds. Otherwise, it's gonna be very confused because we're not explaining shit. Nope. We're assuming you know, and if you don't know, you're fucked. So I respect that, honestly, because sometimes they try to explain a little bit too hard. Yeah, it literally, like, it starts right where the show left off. Yeah. Literally right there. Immediately, which, again, it's good. It's exciting. The new characters that were added, the character you spend the most time, and it tells you this at the end of the show, is basically the flame Hashira? Yeah. The flame Hashira. That dude's fucking hysterical. Rangoku? I don't... Yeah, why'd I ask? You're asking the wrong person. Adding him to the movie was hysterical. He's the best. He's got a big personality. And it's hilarious. Awesome. I like his design because he reminds me of the god in Princess Mononoke. You know, the deer that won't be with the eyes. A little, yeah. Yeah, and I just like it because he's not something that could exist outside of an anime, right? Like so wild, so bombastic. I've seen flamboyant people. No. His fucking hair. Like, imagine somebody trying to make a Demon Slayer live adaptation. You're not gonna make that look good. No, it's impossible. Nope. Don't try it. It's not gonna work. They couldn't even make Ed Elric's hair work, and that's just a blonde guy. Oh I I can already hear. I can already imagine all the freaking producers being like, "We got to make a live action adaptation of this." No, you don't. You don't.
I can see them.
Some things only work in anime. Now, I get parts of the show that you'd be like, "Hey, it could be interesting making this an adaptation." A samurai dude killing demons. That sounds cool. At this level, no. At this level, the show it's become Dragon Ball Z. It was become Saint Seiya on the level that you're like, yeah, this would not look good in live action. Humans just can't reach the level of the cartoon.
Yeah, like they're moving at like light speed and shit by the end, and it's like
actually, I was thinking about it. This movie reminds me a lot of Saint Seiya. Well, this show in general, where you're following like the B characters, the C dudes, the bronze saints, and you're like, but I want to see the golds. The golds!
To me,
where's the gold?
To me, it has more of a similar feel to Bleach, where you have the protagonists, and the protagonists, they're constantly improving, getting stronger, but then you have the captains, and the captains are the ones who, whoop ass. Like, they're at their top level from the get-go, and then there's even with the numberings and stuff, because there are the demon ranks, the villains, they have their like rankings, and that even reminds me of something like the Arrancar arc with Bleach, where the villains also had a ranking where it's like, he's the espada numero 4, he's the espada numero 7, and the number 1. So it has a lot of that, I don't know, interesting feeling where it's like, I wonder how the Hashira number 7 would do against like rank 6 demon.
Okay.
So it's
because of typing and stuff.
Yeah, once you start adding numbers to it, it's like, well, I wonder which one is which. Like, are you at that level or at this level?
Okay, that makes sense. Now, to me, I was a little bit disappointed because there's not enough of the little sister. I feel like she was really underused in the movie,
but she was used very well.
Okay, no, when they used her, it was fine.
Yeah.
And that's the story of the show. When she's there, she's used very well. The problem with the show still is they don't use her enough. And you know what? There's a scenario there. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not telling you what's happened. But let's say she's wearing a different costume, and I could just hear all those little figurines being sold, like in the billions.
Oh, I'm getting that plushie right now. I just ordered it right now. Yeah. It's on its way.
Yeah, it's you're in the middle of the movie theater and you just hear a billion tiny figurines being sold. Like every weeb out there being like, I want that, look.
Dude, these fuckers know how to sell stuff.
Dude, I wish we were in Japan right now just so we could buy like 100 of them and bring them back and sell them on eBay. We'd make a killing.
Oh yeah.
A killing.
But the funny thing is, I think this is not a spoiler. I think
at the end,
I think the sister talks more in this movie than she does in the entire show.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yes.
And she doesn't talk a lot in this movie either.
No.
But what else? I was listening closely to the music. They have like really
the music's fantastic.
They have some really awesome motifs going on.
Yes.
And
like the first time you see the flame guy in action, like, boom. That's dude, goosebumps.
The music in the fight at the end.
Mm-hmm. There's a fight at the end?
When it started getting all rock and stuff, I was like, oh, I just want to get that motherfucker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the movie, the action's really good. The comedy's really good. It has a lot of heart. The movie's got a lot of heart in there.
Animation is fantastic.
Yes.
They have some really dark ideas in there.
Yes, but it's part. I mean, it's part of it.
I know, but
I know. It honestly it makes me respect the dude even more.
Dude, I told you, Tanjiro is the man. It was the dub that fucked him up for you. He's a good boy.
I'll give you this. Yes, way more likable here, and also you have the contrast. I mean, the dude grows on you.
Yeah,
he grows on you definitely, and now I have to go back and watch the sub because maybe there was something in the acting.
He says a lot. He's a lot more likable.
I think you know what?
Like
I think that in the dub it comes out as naggy. In the sub, it comes out as passionate.
Yeah, because I have to protect Nezuko.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it.
Yeah,
oh,
meanwhile,
where here's like I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So
yeah, you believe his conviction.
yeah, so once passion, I think you were 100% right. I'll give you that. It was it's the dub that did our boy dirty.
Oh, so we watched the sub in the theater.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
'Cause Eric picked the time.
I was not
and he
gonna
forgot.
Pay. I
forgot the time.
I was not gonna pay $15 to watch a dubbed movie. No way.
Yeah. So overall, I highly recommend the movie. It's on. Oh, if I have to give it like a grading, I'd give it an 8.6.
I would give it the same rating as the show, probably.
What? No, I think it was better than the show.
Just because of the animation.
Because the
I
show
guess.
drags a little. And the beginning was hard. It was hard to watch. Here's the thing. I came in already caring, and we came in with the crew,
Yeah.
and the funny crew. So
Yeah, so I think I gave the show an 8. So yeah, I think an 8.5. And
it's all because of that last 30 minutes. The movie's long, by the way. It's like 2 hours.
yeah, when did we get here?
Yeah, we got here at we got into the movie theater at 6:45. The movie started like 7:05, and we left at 9.
It ended at 9.
Yeah, so it's like almost 2 hours long, and that last half hour is money. When you think the movie's about to be done, it's not. So it's
I'm really looking forward to what's coming next.
yes,
Definitely.
yeah. It leaves you excited for more. I only wish they would have resolved the ending a little bit more, but I get it. I mean, it's already been 2 hours. You don't want to overstay your welcome.
Yeah, I get it. I would have liked a little bit more of them going somewhere else and,
Yes.
seeing the consequences of everything. But they're probably going to save that for the show.
Sure.
So it's fine.
It's fine. It was fine. It was fine. That's fine. The ending's fine. So yeah. So overall, I recommend it. Eric, do you recommend it?
I recommend it.
Worth your money? So there you go.
8.5 out of 10. Easy, I think.
All right.
Easy.
So as always, thank you for joining us, Eric. Where can they find you?
Where can they find me?
I don't know.
Inside
but
of this car.
As any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram and at Super Dario World, streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. This week I haven't done any streams. I don't think I'm gonna do any live streams. I'm busy doing other stuff. But yeah, I'll load the video tomorrow. You'll probably see it. Yeah, you'll see it.
Yeah, you can look me up on Twitch and on Instagram on Dicky Senpai. That's do that.
All right,
Send me stuff.
cool.
Send
Always-
me naked anime ladies.
Okay.
Please.
As always, thank you
Please,
for listening,
please do it.
and we'll see you
Do
again
it
next
now,
time.
please.